Malaysia invented passport technology the entire world now uses, and we did it 27 years ago. Love Malaysian innovation stories? Follow us for more mind-blowing facts. March 1998. While the world was using paper stamps, Malaysia launched the world's first biometric passport, digital facial recognition, thumbprint technology, completely revolutionary. Fast forward to 2025. That innovation earned us third place globally on the Passport Index, tied with Germany, France, Italy, Belgium, Denmark, Switzerland, and South Korea. 174 countries welcome Malaysians visa-free. That's more than most realize. We set the global standard decades ago, and now we're reaping diplomatic benefits worldwide. Every time you see biometric security at immigration, that's technology Malaysia pioneered when most countries were still stamping physical books. The Malaysian passport isn't just powerful for travel. It's testament to our technological leadership that the world quietly adopted without giving us credit. Sometimes, the best innovations are the ones everyone copies and forgets who invented them. Ever flexed your Malaysian passport abroad? Share your story. Follow SEA Media, Malaysia's untold success stories.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera buat semua penonton setia AMI Story. Terima kasih kerana terus bersama kami pada hari ini. Tahukah anda, kekuatan sesebuah pasport bukan sekadar tentang mudah atau tidak untuk melancung ke luar negara. Ia sebenarnya melambangkan tahap kepercayaan dunia terhadap sesebuah negara dan juga sikap rakyatnya. Kejayaan pasport Malaysia yang kini berada antara yang terkuat di dunia adalah sesuatu yang wajar kita syukuri dan banggakan bersama. Jadi, jom kita hayati apakah pengajaran dan nilai yang boleh kita ambil daripada pencapaian ini.
Malaysia's passport is ranked number 6 in the world in 2026 with access to around 183 countries without needing a visa. Here's what it really means and what it says about the people and the country. A passport is not judged by individuals, it's judged by patterns from the whole country. Governments look at how people from each country behave over time, things like overstaying visas, working illegally, and following entry rules. This data comes from millions of travelers, not single cases. If most travelers follow the rules, other countries feel more confident opening their borders. That is why Malaysians can travel to places like Japan, South Korea, and most of Europe without applying for a visa in advance. A passport is basically a trust score for a country, and it changes very slowly. But it also affects real life in a quiet way. When Malaysians travel overseas, there is already a small level of expectation before they even speak. Not based on the person, but based on past behavior from others with the same passport. This can make things smoother at the borders, universities, and even when dealing with paperwork abroad. Less suspicion means less friction. So passport strength is not just about travel freedom. It is a signal of how the world sees a country's consistency, stability, and reliability, and how that quietly shapes the way its people move through the world.
Pada bulan Jun ini juga, kita akan mengeluarkan pasport antarabangsa baru dengan tambahan feature keselamatan yang lebih baik. Sekarang ini pun, dari segi pasport paling terpercaya, kita berada dalam top 10 lah. Untuk Zaid, kita nombor berapa pasport paling terpercaya diukur dari segi pasport Malaysia. Kalau travel ke negara lain, tak perlu visa. Kalau kayu ukurnya itu, kita berada kedudukan nombor 3. Ingat tak? Kalau kayu ukur pasport Malaysia sebagai dokumen perjalanan paling terpercaya dari sudut memiliki pasport Malaysia dan kita berjalan tanpa memerlukan visa, kita berada pada kedudukan nombor 3. Itu pun pengeluaran pasport baru ini kita tambah lagi feature keselamatannya, ciri keselamatannya. Maknanya kita tak berpuas hati di situ, kita terus improve dan improve dan improve. Yang ini pasport baru untuk yang dalam dewan ni, Arul, you punya pasport belum expire kan lah? Jangan cepat-cepat tukar dulu. Ini yang dah expired baru kita dulukan lah. Okey, tak semestinya baru cepat-cepat nak itu. Yang lama belum expired guna lagi. Okey. Begitu juga MyCard. MyCard pun dalam bulan Datuk Alim, bulan 6 juga ke Alim? Bulan 6 juga. MyCard baru dengan ciri keselamatan baru yang juga kita akan buat.
Ramai rakyat Malaysia sebenarnya tak sedar pasport yang kita pegang sekarang ni antara yang paling berkuasa di dunia. Ya, pasport Malaysia kini berada di tangga ke-6 dunia bagi tahun 2026 berdasarkan Handy Passport Index. Tahun lepas kita berada di tangga ke-12, tahun ni kita top 6. Ini bukan biasa. Maksudnya rakyat Malaysia semakin mudah untuk melaju ke luar negara, masuk ke banyak negara tanpa visa dan lebih mudah dihormati. Bila kita pegang pasport Malaysia, ingat, dia bukan sekadar untuk silakan, ia sebagai simbol kuasa kita.
Start 1 Jun 2026, Immigration akan keluarkan pasport versi baru. Tapi, kita kena tukar baru ke? Kali ni, pasport Malaysia akan ada 94 ciri keselamatan terbaru termasuk hologram terkini, cetakan ultraviolet, elemen visual tersembunyi, ciri forensik khas, benang jahitan buku pasport dengan ciri keselamatan dan banyak lagi. Yang pasti, lebih selamat dan sukar untuk dipalsukan. Kejap, so kita kena tukar pasport baru ke tak ni? Anda tak wajib tukar baru selagi tempoh sah laku lebih 6 bulan, tak rosak atau hilang. Jadi, untuk fasa permulaan pengeluaran start 1 Jun ni, ada 4 tempat je yang boleh keluarkan. Ibu Pejabat Immigration Putrajaya, Pejabat Pasport Kuala Lumpur Jalan Duta, UTC Wangsa Maju dan Pejabat Immigration Shah Alam. Fasa pengeluaran penuh di seluruh negara pula akan start akhir bulan Julai. Boleh renew online je. Tapi ingat, jangan guna gambar AI. Sebab immigration boleh detect. Nanti buang masa je nak mohon banyak kali. Save dan repost video ni supaya lagi ramai orang tahu. Ishan Trada Explain, jangan lupa follow.
So I went to Hong Kong last week, and good news everybody, when I went there, we were announced that we had Malaysia punya passport is the 3rd strongest in the world right now.
Oh yeah, I read that. I saw that on social media.
Yes, and we can go to over 180 countries, and Hong Kong was one of them. So my travel was smooth. Oh.
And she was an internal auditor. So I was thinking, like, why would you hire a Malaysian to be an internal auditor for a normal company in China, right? And apparently, they took her because this is an MNC. Is it that they had this office in China?
Yep.
And they wanted their internal auditor to travel to a few different countries to do internal audits. And they chose a Malaysian because it's easy for them to just go to many different countries without visa.
Wow, to the island.
I actually just heard this
So
story from my
basically, I can also work and like travel at the same time.
Yeah, no, not that. But I meant like even beyond travel, right? Having this strong passport gives like that benefit as well. Actually, I didn't even think about it.
Not only work, I feel like for studying also Malaysians can just basically study anywhere.
Kita harus sedar bahawa reputasi negara dibina melalui tindakan rakyatnya. Apabila berada di luar negara, hormatilah undang-undang tempatan. Jangan sesekali menyalahgunakan kemudahan visa. Elakkan daripada overstay dan sentiasalah menjaga adab serta disiplin. Setiap perjalanan yang kita lakukan membawa nama Malaysia bersama kita. Sikap bertanggungjawab, jujur dan menghormati peraturan bukan sahaja menjaga imej diri, malah membantu mengekalkan kepercayaan dunia terhadap negara kita untuk generasi akan datang.
Malaysia's passport is surprisingly as strong as the United States, and a lot of people on the internet are surprised.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Malaysia is a big country and a country that is actually growing economically as well. Tourism's coming in and stuff like that. But I don't think Malaysia being number 12 is that surprising. What's surprising is that they're comparing Malaysia's powerful passport to America.
You know why America's passport isn't as strong as you think?
Yeah.
A lot of beef.
Yeah.
But Malaysia actually doesn't have beef with anybody. So Malaysia is actually good within the Southeast Asia region. Obviously, due to the religion, it's tight with the Middle East. It's got good relations with America, exports a lot of natural resources there. They're considered a low stay risk to overstay the visa. They're cool with China. A lot of Malaysians are actually Chinese ethnically. And yeah, they're just like, not only are they just like neutral and stay out of wars and beef, but they actually have like good relationships with almost everybody.
Yeah, I think Malaysia's passport has always been around like in the top 20, right? Maybe in the 15, like top 15 or something like that back in like maybe 10 years ago. But what I've actually noticed is that America's passport powerfulness has actually dropped over the years, because I remember when I was growing up, America's passport was like ranked number 3, number 4 for like decades. Now it's like number 12.
Yeah, and I think it is because it's been embroiled in a lot of like overseas conflicts and different people. They don't like this, they don't like that. For example, like, I mean, I don't think it's ever been good between America and Russia, but definitely been like better at some points.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember ever since like the whole tariff situation, the whole Paris Accord deals and pulling out of NAFTA and all that stuff will definitely play a part.
You know, one thing that I've always heard other Southeast Asians say about Malaysia is that given it's in a region that's kind of known for like shaky business in terms of murky corruption, Malaysia relatively not very corrupt but very large.
Yeah, I think they have definitely got some influence from perhaps Singapore. Maybe they see Singapore as like this competitor because obviously, you know, the history, Singapore and Malaysia were one country and they just have this competing like vibe going on. And that's why
Walao, we cannot let Singapore beat us by that much.
our food must be better than Singapore lah.
Malaysia's passport is stronger than America's, but before you feel proud and beat your chest, ask yourself who that actually benefits. Henley Passport Index April 2026, Malaysia ranks 6th in the world out of all other passports, up from 12 last year. 6 spots in 1 year out of 183 countries, no visa required. America sits at the 179 countries. The government is proud. The immigration department is also proud. And honestly, they should be. But this didn't happen by accident. Since 1998, Malaysia has been quietly building a system the world learned to trust. Biometric passports, visa-free agreements signed country by country, a reputation built by Malaysians who traveled responsibly and never overstayed. That's silent power. And it does come with real benefits. Foreign investors look at passport strength as a signal of stability. It opens doors for Malaysian professionals, students, and business internationally. But here's the part that nobody says out loud. Those benefits land at the top. The entrepreneur you're flying to close a deal, the student heading to a UK university, the professional attending a conference in Tokyo. For the Malaysian earning minimum wage, ranking 6th in the world feels like somebody else's achievement. So the question isn't whether this ranking matters. It does. The question though is it matters to whom. Is passport strength a genuine national achievement or a flex that only works if you can already afford the flights and the travels? What do you think?
Korang tahu tak yang korang dah boleh renew pasport korang sampai 10 tahun. Yes, mulai 3 Jun 2026, korang dah boleh renew pasport korang sehingga 10 tahun dengan bayaran sebanyak RM350. Kira jimatlah sebab dulu 5 tahun kena bayar RM200. Sekarang ni 10 tahun kena bayar RM350. Untuk yang warga emas berumur 60 tahun dan ke atas, kena bayar separuh daripada RM350 itu, which is RM175. Pemegang kad OKU dan juga kaki tangan Jabatan Immigration adalah percuma. Sama untuk dua-dua ni. Tapi korang kena check dulu ya dekat cawangan korang yang pergi tu dah ada ke option untuk 10 tahun, sebab ada yang komen baru-baru ni diorang pergi cuba renew tapi tengok belum dapat pun renew untuk 10 tahun, dapat 5 tahun saja seperti sebelum ini. And kalau korang ingat, sepatutnya 1 Jun kita akan dapat pasport baru, tapi pada 25 Mei kerajaan postpone dulu dan diorang kata diorang akan announce nanti bila pasport baru tu akan bermula. Anyway, apa yang kita boleh expect daripada pasport baru ni? Berdasarkan apa yang diumumkan, pasport baru ni akan dilengkapi dengan 94 ciri keselamatan yang sangat ketat. Antara security features yang ada adalah sistem hologram, cetakan UV, elemen forensik tersembunyi, and benang jahitan buka pasport pun diorang letak ciri-ciri keselamatan. Tapi sebab apa kita kena jaga sangat security pasport kita ni? Sebab pasport kita ni, pasport Malaysia ni adalah amat kuat. Kalau ikut ranking dunia, pasport kita adalah ranking nombor 3 di dunia. Memang sangat-sangat dipercayai dekat peringkat global. Ranking ni berdasarkan berapa banyak negara kita boleh pergi tanpa memerlukan visa, ataupun visa yang kita perlukan hanya visa on arrival, tak payah minta visa awal-awal. So bila pasport kita ni ada high value, automatik dia akan jadi sasaran untuk sindiket penipuan antarabangsa. Jadi, I harap sangat yang pasport baru kita ni dapat kurangkan jenayah pencurian pasport ataupun pemalsuan pasport. Dan kita tak naklah pengkhianat ataupun penjenayah warga asing suka-suka kopi identiti kita untuk buat kacau dekat luar negara. Dia pergi negara lain, lepas tu dia buat jenayah, nama kita pula yang buruk. Okey, tak apa, kita tunggu je nanti bila pasport baru ni nak start. Korang tak perlu nak rushing pergi tukar pasport. Kalau pasport lama korang tu masih sah dan ada tempoh lebih daripada 6 bulan, pakai je dulu yang lama sampailah dia nak expire. Sebab kalau korang tukar awal pun korang kena bayar RM350, still money. And nak pesan sikit ya, bila korang buat permohonan secara online, tolonglah guna gambar yang real. Pihak immigration dah letak syarat ketat, jangan guna gambar edit ataupun gambar AI. Pihak immigration akan detect dan tenang gambar tu. So, apa pendapat korang bila pasport Malaysia boleh renew untuk 10 tahun? Adakah korang suka? Adakah benda ni affect you? Ataupun korang ni jenis yang pasport? Aku tak pernah keluar negeri pun, let alone keluar negara. Anyway, 10 tahun masih yang panjang. Negara mana yang korang nak pergi lepas ni? Cuba komen.
Sebagai rakyat Malaysia, marilah kita terus menjadi warga negara yang berintegriti, berdisiplin dan sentiasa menghargai nikmat yang dimiliki. Gunakan kelebihan pasport yang kuat ini dengan penuh rasa syukur dan tanggungjawab. Ingatlah, menjaga nama baik negara bukan hanya tugas kerajaan, tetapi tanggungjawab kita semua. Jika anda bersetuju dengan perkongsian ini, jangan lupa tekan butang like, kongsi video ini kepada rakan-rakan dan subscribe Ami Story untuk lebih banyak kisah yang memberi inspirasi dan manfaat. Terima kasih kerana menonton. Assalamualaikum dan jumpa lagi dalam video seterusnya.